Hi guys, I'm back. And today we're going to do a little experiment with some RainX. I have seen it used before, so if you like the results and you want to see other artists work with it, just go look up RainX acrylic pouring and there'll be a lot of different channels that'll pop up. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and mix them into the paints like I would my silicone and then just do a flip cup to see what happens. Now, I have noticed that with this, well, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. And I have discovered that I tend to yammer a lot in the beginning of my videos, so we're going to try and just jump right in here. The RainX will come out of this little spout very quickly, so and I really, honestly, I don't know how much to put in there. So we're just going to put, just like a few little drops in each paint color. Again, it might only need one drop. I don't know. This is really something you'd have to experiment with. Like with the silicone, I only put one teeny tiny drop of silicone in each of my paint colors. But there are other artists out there that put 3, 4, 5 drops of silicone in their paint, and they get gorgeous results too. So, it's all about you experimenting at home. As you can see, I don't know if you can kind of see that silicone sitting on top of there. But, just give it a good mix in like you would your silicone. I'm just trying to see if it's mixing in. I mean, it is mixing in, but I can see it like floating quicker to the top than my 100% silicone. It does have alcohol in it, denatured alcohol, so you guys be super careful if you're going to use this stuff, like you would any of the products we're using, or the tools, of course, your torch. Be super careful. Have a fire extinguisher on hand. Use face protection, especially when you're using resin. Make sure you have a mask, a respiratory device to keep you from inhaling all of that really bad for you resin fumes. Okay, that seems good. So we're just going to do a quick flip cup. Hoping to keep this video kind of short. I know sometimes I kind of tend to rattle on. And, there are some people out there that like the yammering, but some people out there just want to see the pour and just shut up already, right? Just shut up already. I'm not pouring this in any, order. Sorry. There's I'm not sure if you guys can hear it on the video, but there is somebody in the backyard, somebody else's yard, down below us that is running a chainsaw, and it's loud. It's distracting. And my lovely neighbor, dude, if you're out there, please come get your cut down trees out of my yard. Because, it's our yard and we don't want you to cut down trees in our yard. Oh, let's see. What color next? Let's do the green, because that green always mixes with that pink really pretty. Yeah, we'll do a little more yellow. And then the turquoise. And let's do a little more white before we put that purple on there. Lots of purple. I don't think I told you what colors we're using today. We're using the All Artist Loft. That was the Phthalo Blue. This is the Brilliant Magenta. It's just a gorgeous color. Brilliant Magenta. Then we've got this is the Deep Yellow. And we've got green yellow. The turquoise is turquoise and the purple is violet. So that's plenty of paint. We're going to leave it as is. Move everything out of the way. Flip this baby over. Just let it sit so all the paint can drain down real quick. My website has been worked on, so I've got some new stuff up there. So you guys go check out my website. The link is below, of course. If you'd like to donate to my channel, the link, my PayPal link is below as well. And I want to give a shout out to Marilyn. You have donated to my channel for several months now, and I really, really appreciate your donation. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for that. I appreciate everyone's donations, but Marilyn, you've been there, and you know, for months now, you've been donating to my channel, and it just warms my heart. I just want to say thank you. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Well, you can already see the cell action. That's a pretty round cell. It's got a lot of different cells coming up through it. It looks kind of spacey through here. That yellow and that magenta and even the purple are kind of mixing together. And these cells they're growing. You can see, I'm sure you guys can see that. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I want to torch it, but then again I don't, because I want to see what it comes out like if it's not torched. But I always love the cup. You guys always love these cups. Aren't they so pretty? I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to sort of angle it in different angles, so maybe you're catching a glimpse of it. But the cup is always pretty. And we've got this pretty sort of galaxy going on here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and torch it. And fingers crossed that it doesn't light on fire. Pop all these bubbles. Now I'm not seeing a lot of cells come up immediately like I normally do with my silicone. You know, all these cells are coming up because the bubbles are popping. But still cool. So cool. And I've got my torch at least a good 6 inches. You know. And you can see my hand is right here. I'm not burning my hand, so... you want it, that's how you judge, you know, how far away you need to have your torch. Is it burning your hand if you hold it, you know, that way? If it's not burning your hand, you're good. If it starts to toast your hand, you're getting too close to your painting. Okay, I was just sort of watching the cells as they move around. So let's go ahead and get a corner catcher here. And see what we can do. I'm trying to decide which corner to tackle first. I think we're going to go... I don't know. I really don't know. I never know which corner to tackle. I don't want anything to go off. I don't want to lose any part of it. So I think we're going to tackle this corner first. Maybe. Yeah. We're going to go slow. I see a lot of air bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some more of these air bubbles. Just because the more air bubbles you pop now that start creating cells, the bigger the cells will get from those air bubbles. Instead of waiting until you've torched it. I mean, instead of waiting until you've tilted it all, and then, you know, of course you're going to bring up cells, but they're not going to be as big. So let's move it slowly. I did not wet down the canvas. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When I'm experimenting, I usually don't. The cells are nice and round, and lots of interesting colors. Now you've got cell within a cell within a cell, which is what I like to get. I'm sorry, I've gotten quiet, but I just kind of want to make sure that I'm watching all the sides and kind of watching what it's doing. I hate to lose that little cell right there in the corner. It was so pretty. Bring back most of your paint before you drop your corner catcher off. and then kind of drag it off down. And if you miss the corner, no worries. You'll get back to it. Alright, so let's see about this corner. I think I'm going to get a palette knife real quick. And kind of move some of this paint over, because this is all going to go off anyway. This will help drag it off this side. You know, it's a good idea to sometimes like put paint in the corners, just in the corners. And it helps drag your paint off the corner, because the paint does not like to go off of the corners. You have to really coax it. So let's just put a little bit on these corners while I'm thinking of it. Okay. So let's go ahead and, that one stretched out too far. Everything's sort of stretched this way, obviously because we went off that side, but hoping we can kind of rectify that. All right. So, as you can see, the RainX is actually working pretty cool. I'm a little surprised, just to be honest. But definitely this is way different from what I would be getting with my paints and my 100% silicone. And just so you guys know real quick, the only thing in my paint is paint, floetrol, water, and then the RainX. I haven't put any pouring medium in there. No pouring medium, not this time. But I really have discovered, I hate to say this, but the pouring medium does help with cracking and crazing, and that's the whole point of it. If you read the bottle, that's like the first thing that it says. But I don't love what it does to my cells, but plus it costs a lot of money. So Liquitex pouring medium, if you're out there, please make your stuff a little more affordable for us. Because I do actually love to use it with the Dutch pours. It really does help. Because with the Dutch pour, you know, sometimes you get this beautiful painting right off. And then, you know, you don't want to blow any more paint off of it, but you've got so much paint on there that, you know, you got to get rid of some of it. Well, this is just a weird looking painting. I mean, I don't know. There's not much I can say about this. It's just a weird looking painting. And I got to get rid of a lot of this paint. So we're just going to go ahead and let it go. Let it go. Okay, there we go. Let's bring it back. Well, this is, I don't know. It's just kind of, I think we need to pour a little more off. It's got too much on there. I kind of like what it's doing, stretching out like it is. I kind of want to, I don't want to get rid of those, but I kind of do. Just because it's so pretty over in this area, all the paint stretching out and kind of blending. But I think we're going to bring it back a little bit. Because I kind of like what's going on here with the orange coming through. Well, it's not really orange. It's the mixture of the yellow with the, I want to say the brilliant magenta. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it. Interesting. So if you guys, you know, you're really dead set on not buying the 100% silicone, try some RainX. Let's go ahead and torch it real quick. Because there are just so many air bubbles right now. And I know, if I let it sit overnight, a lot of the air bubbles will dissipate, but I have no patience for that. And I've also discovered that, and see, if I hold this here, I'm not getting any more cells coming up, like I would with my 100% silicone. You know, normally you'd start seeing more cells coming up, but it's just, nothing's coming up. Completely forgot what I was saying. Okay. That's going to be it for that. I like the way the colors mixed, but that has nothing to do with the RainX. My colors tend to mix like that anyway, which I really love. I love this orange that has come out of the yellow and the magenta. Not real thrilled about just the color of this phthalo in there. It's like almost glowing. I think it kind of mixed with the purple. It's an interesting piece. This is kind of a cool cell. Let's get y'all down so you can see a little better. All right, so close up of some cells here. All stretched out, but still cool looking. A lot of color mixing, which I love. There's a nice wonky cell, but still cool looking. Lots of teeny tiny little itty bitty cells that you can see in there from the air bubbles popping. I'm not really sure what's going on with that corner. It's not real defined. The cells are not real defined. I have to hold this in an angle so you guys aren't seeing the shadow. Sorry. I don't know. I think... I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Alright, so this is definitely not what I go for in my paintings. But there's a certain kind of neatness to it. I did get cells, that's for sure. Obviously, you can see a bunch of cells in there. I didn't get the cell overload like I tend to get sometimes. And I definitely am not going to use this again. So, if anybody lives in Georgia and wants a free bottle of RainX, give me a call. But it cannot be mailed. They won't allow this stuff to go through the mail because it's flammable. So, you have to come here and get it. But it's all yours if you want it. Yeah. Maybe we'll use it on the windshield of the truck. You know, I think that's what it's meant for anyway. So, okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Interesting to say the least. Different kind of painting. I'm not thrilled at all with the results. I won't be using it again unless I see like a new method that looks kind of cool. I don't know how it's going to dry. I don't know, you know, how the RainX will react with the paint. You know, how is it going to dry nice and flat? I don't know. We'll see. I will definitely show you the dried product, whether it dries cracked or, you know, greasy looking. I don't know. I will show that to you in an upcoming video, so you guys can see what it does. But yeah, that's it for today. I want to thank all of my subscribers, all of my viewers. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, just reach down and hit the subscribe button and hit that bell. Then you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And your subscription really helps out my channel a lot. And one big thing I always ask of everyone is if you guys would watch the videos for me. A lot of you guys don't know this, but as small-time YouTubers, we get a little bit of ad revenue from you guys watching the ads. So if you skip the ads, I don't get your pennies. If you watch the ads, I get your pennies. And as some of you know, I am trying to purchase my house at the moment so that we do not lose our house. It's a bit of a precarious situation at the moment, so anyone who purchases any of my artwork, you know, my jewelry, my tiles, any of the resin pieces, any of the paintings, whatever, that money goes directly towards paying for my house. And it is really greatly, you know, stupendously appreciated. I know that wasn't a real sentence there, but I just want you guys to know I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your donations to my channel, for purchasing my art, for making me feel like I am part of your families. I call you guys my friends all over the world because I really feel that way. I love to get your emails and read your emails, and I'm sorry I'm so terrible about returning most of them right away. But please do know that I really enjoy reading your emails and hearing about your life and your kids and your husband or wife or your family. And I'm always a shoulder to cry on if you just want to chat. I love you all. Hope wherever you're on the planet, you're having an awesome afternoon, day, evening, or night. See you later. Bye.